Welcome to the Powerful Marketing Tips Podcast, created for overwhelmed business owners who want to build, run, and organize their marketing for good. And here are your hosts, Marilise and Laura.
Hi there, it's Laura. Today I want to talk to you about podcasts. We have been doing our podcast for a year, and of course I still feel like we are in the beginning of our podcasting journey, and we have so much more to learn and to improve. But I can already share my insights on what it meant to create a podcast. So if you're thinking about creating one but feel unsure about where or how to get started, then I hope this episode is helpful to you. So let's get started. Number 1, decide on the topic of your podcast and brainstorm for possible names. It's great if your podcast name also includes the industry or the main focus of your podcast. For example, we used Powerful Marketing Tips because it has the word marketing in it, which means that it is findable for those who look for marketing podcasts. I recommend going to listennotes.com to search for podcast names in your industry and then come up with a name of your own. So it's also wise to purchase the domain for that name, just in case, so nobody else will steal it. And it's just easier if you have the domain. Number 2, figure out the artwork for your podcast. You should have one general image that stands out in the sea of podcast thumbnails, but it should also be customizable for various episodes. Number 3, you need an intro and outro for your podcast. Of course, you can just include them each time you record an episode, but I personally think it's more professional and also time efficient if you have pre-recorded these and can just add them to the beginning and end of each episode. Number 4, equipment. You need a good external microphone. And if you plan to do video podcasts, then make sure your camera is good enough and you may need to invest in some lights. If you plan to do interviews on your podcast, then decide whether they will be in person or online. If you're going to do them in person, then you need 2 sets of microphones. If you do them online, then our recommendation is to use riverside.fm instead of Zoom, because it gives better quality recordings and more opportunities for production and repurposing. Number 5, you need to figure out a plan for your episodes and pre-record at least 5 to 10 episodes before you go live. Consistency is key here, and you want to leave some breathing room for yourself. So let's say you want to post 1 episode each week, then usually it takes 1 week to edit and prepare all the promotional materials, which means you can't leave it to the last minute. Create a simple spreadsheet with dates and episode names and also the status of those episodes. Have they been recorded? Are they in production? Are they scheduled or published? You may think that you will remember all of those details, but trust me, you won't. So just create the plan and stick to it. Number 6, you need a podcast hosting platform. There are many alternatives. For example, we use Podbean, but you could also use Buzzsprout, SoundCloud, Anchor, Captivate. There are truly very many alternatives. Once you have set it up, you also have to set up feeds to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Those podcast hosting platforms have easy to follow guidelines for that. So just follow those. Number 7, figure out the production side. Are you going to do it on your own, or do you need to hire someone? You could get a freelancer or an agency. Just make sure to define what you want to get from each episode. For example, we want video production, which means adding intros and outros, adding some text, and social media handles that appear during the interview, and so on. For promotional materials, we require thumbnails for YouTube and the podcast hosting platform, also show notes that we repurpose as a blog post, a short clip, and a carousel for the promotion of the episode. So quite many things, right? Okay, number 8, promote your show consistently. Ask for ratings and reviews to get better rankings. And of course, the most important thing, whatever you do, just be consistent. I hope I managed to cover the most important aspects. If you have any questions, please reach out. I will do my best to share my experience and help if possible. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to talking with you again soon. Bye.
Well, that's all we've got for this episode of the Powerful Marketing Tips podcast. But make sure to link up with us at our free monthly international mastermind event. Just go to powerful-marketers.com/mastermind. We would really appreciate it if you would rate this podcast and leave a comment wherever you tune in to listen. That will help us and other potential new listeners. Until next time.